This video deals with converting an angle in radians to degrees, or going from degrees to radians. They modified using this formula here for the arc length. An arc length of S of a circle is found by using this formula here. The arc length is equal to the radius times the measure of the angle. Now, for this formula to work, the angle must be in radians to use the formula. So it asks us to find the arc length if we have a circle with a radius of 3 meters and a central angle of 5.2 radians. So watch here. The angle of 5.2 radians, watch right here. That's the arc length there we have to find. The arc length there to find is in black. Okay. And that's the measure of the angle there in radians. So we plug in for a radius. And the angle is in radians already. And we multiply out. So the length of the arc here is 1.56 meters. So what if we have the measure of the angle in degrees? We can't use the formula until we convert to radians, but how? We need a conversion from degrees to radians. We could use the conversion fraction if we knew how many degrees equaled how many radians. In this case here, start with the arc length of a formula. Okay, if you look at one arc, look at one revolution around the circle, the arc length will be the circumference. Remember that the circumference of a circle is 2 pi r, the length around the circle. So 2 pi r there, all the way around the circle, is equal to the radius times the measure of the angle. You see the r's cancel out. Okay, so 2 pi is equal to alpha, the measure of the angle. 2 pi is the distance around the circle. This tells us that the radian measure all the way around a circle is 2 pi. All the way around in degrees is 360 degrees. So 2 pi radians is 360. So you can get an equivalence from this. Convert 30 degrees to radians using a conversion fraction. You have 2 pi radians over 360. This simplifies. We go on 2 radians. So you know that 2 over 360 simplifies there. So we just have pi radians over 180. Another equivalence here. And we could simplify here 30 degrees over 180. And it simplifies to what? Pi over 6, because 3 times 6 is 180. So we know what pi over 6 radians. And you can divide this out by pi, and you have it in actual radians there. Approximately 0.52 radians. Another one here, convert pi over 3 radians to degrees using your conversion fraction. So pi over 3 radians, we go in 2 degrees, so the pi's cancel out. We're left with 180 divided by 3. We're left with 60 degrees. And here are some angles with their corresponding radians you should be familiar with. Okay. 45 degrees is pi over 4. 30 degrees is pi over 6. All the way around. 360 degrees is 2 pi. halfway around is just pi, 180.